There was a lot to see at this neighborhood 4th of July parade in Portsmouth. Residents and pets decked out in red, white, and blue. Lady Liberty reading the Declaration of Independence. And a group of young kids who are making sure the sounds of history are still heard loud and clear. This is the Piscataqua Rangers Junior Fife and Drum Corps. And don't be fooled by their age. They can dazzle a crowd. Turns out this old form of music is a great way to inspire the youth of today.
Some of these kids didn't seem to have much going for them at first, but once they adopted, this became their voice. I saw a really incredible change in their lives. It's like they walk and talk, fife and drum.
Thomas Merriam pitched the idea of starting Fife and Drum to a Seacoast ministry group about 6 years ago.
I purchased a bunch of fifes off Craigslist, and they were authentic fifes, military fifes. And I brought them to one of our meetings and handed them out to the kids, and they said, I don't know how to play this, but let's figure it out together. And they have.
After a rusty beginning, the kids started to learn, thanks to hard work and highly talented volunteer instructors. Here's co-founder Richard McIntyre.
We have teachers here with a combined 75 years into fife and drum teaching.
Stone a six-top building it.
We have a professor from Berkeley who is a percussion specialist, as in is also in the Drummers Hall of Fame. There's not a better musical program out here, and we don't charge anything for these kids to join.
Kids 8 to 18 are encouraged to join the Piscataqua Rangers. Before they can play in a performance, they have to become proficient in their instrument.
The kids have to learn what they call the embouchure, which is a very small hole, like you were playing a flute, for instance, and that's the most difficult part of the fife. Fingers are just fingers, and it's the real music that's the challenge.
Fife teacher Michelle Worth is part of the team that holds weekly practices year-round in the Portsmouth area.
We are always looking for new kids to join our group as young as 8 years old. We will start by teaching them the instrument, teaching them to read music. Then we'll start teaching them what it means to be a real musician.
When you first picked up a fife, what went through your mind? Was it hard?
It was really tricky, especially for the fife, just to even make a noise or anything. And then probably now I memorized 300 songs or so.
Dominic Rovnak started when he was 10 as an original member. It has since opened up many musical doors.
It was actually my first instrument, and now I play pretty much everything: saxophone, piano. Pretty loud. It can be heard on the battleground for 3 or so miles. It was used to communicate, like left flank, get ready, and fire and stuff, so definitely very loud.
Which made the fife and drum a perfect tool to communicate in battle during the Revolutionary War. Soldiers knew the different songs signaled different messages.
At the end of the Revolutionary War, it was a symbol to every community across the 13 colonies of our victory and our pride. And there was a time when every community had a fife and drum corps.
And it's interesting because we even look at music that was written back in that time, and to still be playing it in 2022, it's really cool.
17-year-old Julian Weaver from Seabrook started playing with the group when he was 11. Like most, he had no experience, but he quickly took to it. Playing the drum in front of a crowd just seemed natural.
I've heard stories of people showing videos of us to other people on their phone, like, hey, check these kids out. They were just here.
The kids have come so far, they now play dozens of songs from memory and write and perform their own original pieces. Not only playing history, but making their own, too.
Just walking down the road, you see people waving and clapping. Such a good feeling.
Did you ever think, day one, that you'd come this far, these kids?
Well, it's what I hoped for. I set out to turn them into excellent musicians. That's what I offered them. I said, you know, are we going to be, you know, this is a one-year deal, or is this going to be a mediocre fife and drum corps, or are they going to become professionals? And they've become professionals. Yeah. All the hard work I put into it has paid off. When I listen to them, I just feel pride, you know. Beautiful group.